I've been a real asshole lately. Excuse my French, but it's the only way I can describe my behavior. I'm recording this in the middle of a pandemic. I don't even want to go into what I think about that because it doesn't even matter. And I'm also recording this where we're in the middle of a new civil war. It's not new. It's been around, but it's now brought up into the surface. And whatever means has been brought up to the surface, we can discuss on another video, but it's here and it's real. And the reason the assholeness comes in the fact that I've being so super honest. I've been confused. I've been heartbroken. I've been wanting to say, that's it, I'm out, like, done. And that I won't really do that, but there was a part of me that was wanting to just be done. Not like end my life, but like just done. And just go living on an island or something. And I had so many feelings about what was going on and what is going on, just massive amounts of feelings. And also at the same time, I've been receiving information from the guides that it's challenging to keep up with. Layers after layers of reality are just being stripped away. And they're like, look at this thing and look at this thing and let's look at this thing. So my psychic abilities are absolutely blowing off the roof. And so I'm seeing things from a very expanded view. And I was having a hard time reconciling what I'm seeing from this expanded galactic view to what's actually happening on a 3D level in our world and in our country, United States. You may not live in the United States, but this is, if you're listening to this, but this is what's happening in the United States. And you know what? There's racism everywhere. It's everywhere. So I realized I was spiritually bypassing. While all the things that were happening out in the galactic realm is real, and I want to see all of that, I also get to understand what's happening on a ground level with all of the people that are hurt, that are angry, that are confused, that are being seen possibly, that where they feel for the first time. And this is where the asshole in me comes in. I was feeling like nobody got me. I'm like, I'm having this spiritual awakening in the middle of all of this, and you people don't get me. One, I was being right. Two, I was like thinking that I was isolated and alone and no one would get me. And three, like, I need to get over myself. And guess what I did? I pushed one of my best friends away. You guys know her. I'm not even going to say her name. Someone that I could call in the middle of the night and she would be there for me. Someone, if I said, would you please come and be with me? She would drive for hours and come and be by my side. And I was pushing her away. I hung up on another really good friend of mine because I don't even need to go into the story. I pushed my husband away. I was like, you don't get what I'm going through. So maybe if you can't get on board, then maybe we shouldn't be together. So I was pushing people away, pushing, because I felt so unique in my experience. But the thing is, I was seeing all the galactic stuff and seeing all of that. But what I was missing was the ground level. And I abhor the media. Like, I can't tell you how much, like, literally the media to me is a poison to this country. So I'm just going to say that right off the bat. However, there are real feelings happening right now, real trauma, ancestral trauma in the Black community is being pushed up into the surface. And my whole thing, my stand in this life is to release trauma. Release trauma so people can find out who they truly, truly are. And I'm hearing a lot of like, well, white people have trauma or so-and-so has trauma. And yes, all that is real and all of that is true. However, it is their time. It is their time. You can still work on yourself. We all get to still work on ourselves. In fact, I encourage it now more than ever to look at what's coming up for you. to start standing in your spiritual gifts, start standing in your psychic intuitive power. This is the time. It is not the time to hide. And it is not the time to be right. It is not the time to be right. It is the time to be loving. And it is their time. It is the African American community's time. We get to listen. We truly do. It took me a couple weeks to get here. I am not going to lie. Not because I didn't want to listen, and not because I didn't think at all the things that are happening are awful, but because I was like, I'm in this spiritual place, hanging out over here. All souls don't see race. That's literally a post I put out. Souls don't see race. Sure, yes, that's all true. That's all true. And I believe in that wholeheartedly, but I get to be on the ground level. And I get to listen, I get to show up, and I get to be a part of transformation so that we do get to that place of unity, love. We do get to the place where like, hey soul, we've all incarnated into different races. All of us have. This is not your first life, and I guarantee it that whatever skin color you're in right now, or wherever you're from, you've been something else in the past. This is just the new body I'm in. Female, white, blue eyes. So I get to stop being an asshole. I get to stop being right, and I get to start listening. And this is the thing. I know this is the thing. I am calling on you. This is the time for the warrior. It is the time for the warrior. What does that mean? It is the time to release your fear, or have fear and act anyway. Act from your heart, act from your gifts, act from your intuition, act from your light, and stand on the spiritual front lines. Get humble. Get humble. Curious. This is big stuff we're in right now, you guys. Big stuff. And guess what? I want to be on the side of humility and love. And I also get to be humble and shut up and listen. Listen to the people that have been suffering in this country and other countries too. It's not just this country. And we get to get humble and we get to listen. And we don't get to be righteous about our own pain. Heal it, release it, understand it, so that we can be generous and show up. I love you. I do. I'm sending so much love, 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 love. Let's get humble. Let's listen. And let's bring it back to love. And guess what? We're just in the stage of anger right now. There's many stages of grief, and right now is the anger stage. It won't stay here. And anger just tells us that we're being violated. And there has been some violations, like deep in the African American community. And they get to be angry. That community gets to be angry right now. Okay. Sending you big love. My name is Beth Osmer. And that's it.